Segment 2, the Democrat media complex, again from Righteous Indignation. Limbaugh, like the professor I always wanted but never had, created a vivid mental picture of the architecture of a world that I resided in but couldn't see completely, the Democrat media complex. Describe the architecture.
Well, it's the Matrix. I mean, it really, for me, it was, if you've ever been to Coney Island and you see those holograms where there's a picture of the Empire State Building and you're supposed to squint, and you squint and you squint and you can't see it, but eventually you see the Eiffel Tower. And you're like, and then once you see the Eiffel Tower, you can't not see the Eiffel Tower. And through every day, Rush Limbaugh analyzing the source material of the world, the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN, ABC, CBS, and NBC, he was able to create for me a very vivid picture that the people who were allegedly objective and neutral reporters and journalists were the front line of the political battle. And they used their objectivity as their greatest weapon because they were telling young, impressionable people like me who believed in Woodward and Bernstein and who believed in Walter Cronkite. Wait a second, you're telling me that perhaps ideology played a role in how they interpreted stories or how they chose one story over the other? And so then the Matrix or the Democrat media complex became everything to me. In fact, when discussing politics, I always turn it back to the complex. It's always about seeing the world and hoping that people see the Eiffel Tower.
So this is, you're listening to Limbaugh in 92 during that election cycle, right? Mm-hmm. And you remain, what I'm getting at here is who is the Democrat media complex then? And who is the Democrat media complex now? What's changed? What's changed?
Other than much has changed, actually, and that's the new media, and that's the whole point of this entire book.
Right.
Is that Rush took the moribund AM dial, and at the end of the day was a media critic, but he was a relentless media critic, and he was exposing to. He wasn't just working with ditto heads. If ditto heads were what Rush Limbaugh were about, they could care less about. Just let him be and talk to the yokels out there in the hinterlands. They're worried about Andrew Breitbarts of the world, people that would actually listen to what he has to say and awaken people so that they can see that these people are using the media as a way to reinforce a herd mentality within the culture. And so what I see now is they used to get away with it. Rush Limbaugh took the moribund AM dial, and now it's a flourishing realm where countless people, from Michael Medved to Dennis Prager to Sean Hannity, are showing people or granting people a perspective or the alternative reality from the mainstream media. And Matt Drudge comes along in 1995, and he tells people, hey, look, you don't need to have an AM radio station, which costs a lot of money, and you have to have a certain skill set. He said, look, if you have a modem and a computer, you can enter this thing. We're now 20 plus years into this new media revolution, and the difference is there is open media warfare now between Katie Couric and the Rush Limbaughs and the Matt Drudges of the world. We are a polarized nation. This is a civil war based upon communication.
Okay, so let me take... Here, again, quoting from Righteous Indignation, I, Andrew Breitbart, I'm at war with the mainstream media. I'm at war with the mainstream media because they portray themselves as objective observers of reality when they're hacks who think they can destroy everything America stands for. But shouldn't you relax? Things are working out. Things are working out. There's Fox News, there's Rush Limbaugh, there are all kinds of alternative...
That's not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. This is what angers me so about the...
That's what I want to know. Why aren't you more relaxed? We're 20 years into it, just as you said. Why don't you say, okay, I'll take a... I'm going to spend half my time on the beach in Santa Monica.
Because AM radio, an op-ed column, and Fox News is not enough. The big...
What do you want? What do you want?
I want a center-right nation to fight for its soul, and its soul is represented in the arts. Its soul is represented in a world in which media is everything. AM radio is the lowest form of communication. It's tinny. It's not robust. It's not Avatar. I want Avatar. I want the right to enter the world of media to the extent and invest in media the way that the left does. George Soros is throwing money like crazy.
You want an NPR?
I want everything. I want us. Right. They have an NPR. They're so slick in understanding how important media is. They've convinced the government to pay them to propagate their worldview. How come we're not fighting for money to propagate our worldview? Because we don't believe in it. Okay, then use the free market to convey the same ideas with the same level of sophistication and excellence that NPR does, because they are superior at what they do, just as Jon Stewart is superior at what he does. I grant Hollywood and the experts in propaganda for what they do.
You admit that they're good. In fact, that's what annoys you.
That it annoys me, and it annoys that our side does not commit to this battle.